Most of decisions in the economy are made by people in the middle class, even though some people say otherwise. On the other hand, it is so interesting in the idea of financial security that they cannot look at their assets and liabilities in a different way. The author Robert Kiyosaki comes to the conclusion that people can be put into different groups based on their assets and liabilities. So, the thing you own show a lot about how wealthy you are or how poor you are. Stay tuned because I'm going to talk about 7 things that the middle class think as assets, but they are not. Hold on watching the video for a moment, and if you are new here, please do me a favor and click the like and subscribe buttons. If you do, I really appreciate it. So let's get down to business. Number 1. Investing in jobs that they don't like as a security to their financial situation. In the race of success and money, only the smartest people can win. Even though we know we putting time and effort into jobs that don't excite us, we keep doing them anyway, because we have to hope that if we keep doing the terrible job long enough, we will eventually see the lights at the end of the tunnel. All of this is a big lie that influenced on us, and now we tell ourselves that's what we want. Do you think that putting money into your job, which is mostly okay, will lead to $1 million windfall? On the other hand, the values of the upper class and the middle class are very different. And they are different because they don't spend money on things that only make them happy. In fact, that the rich are successful because who they are. Investing in your skills and interests and passion can give you a huge return of your money. If you have a well-thought plan and the right financial skills, you can do anything. We must get rid of the poor people mentality, which says that if you can just find a job where you can clock in and out every day at 8 a.m., we will be set for life and have millions of dollars. Guys, it's time to go out and make our dreams come true. When you are not tied to your job, you can do anything. Life is full of surprises, so don't be afraid to put yourself out there and take chances on higher social standings. Number 2, your house. The average stereotype of wealth is a garage full of expensive cars and a big mansion and so on. Home ownership isn't always a good thing. Sometimes it can be a burden or a liability. The advice in the popular Rich Dad Poor Dad book has helped many hard-working business owners succeed. Instead of treating their money and liabilities like a free-for-all, the rich have been disciplined enough to keep track on them. Things like cars and houses and TVs are examples of liabilities. They are draining because they don't put money into your pocket, but take it out. As long as you learn how to run your personal finance like a business, you'll be well on your way to avoiding the common mistakes that middle-class people make. We can avoid falling into these kind of traps if we learn about money and save more from what we've worked hard for. When you're planning to buy your dream home, don't forget to talk to knowledgeable accountants. They will be able to help you to figure out what responsibilities and assets are reasonable and smart. Number 3, the middle class spend first, then invest later. Imagine taking out a $50 or $100 a month to pay off your car loan, when you could have put that money into stocks and bonds and make money out of them. People should invest their savings as soon as they can, so they can start getting money from their holdings as soon as possible. For effective money management and sticking to your own set of goals and objectives, you need to be very disciplined. Do you start spending your money as soon as you get paid every month? You could put your money into work instead. What good does that spending do for you? Based on a study of how people spend their money over time, those who invest their money first are more likely to leave more to their children and grandchildren. The key is to stick with it, because smart investment made on a small scale can add up a lot over time. People who spend more than they save usually end up being slaves to their jobs, because they have to work to keep up with their constant wants. If you want to move up the social ladder, you need to have a certain way of thinking about how money should be spent and invested. Some stories say that we are more or less valuable depending on how much money is left over after we pay our bills. If we use this method, we can move from low class to high class thinking. You may not see results right away, but you will soon see how helpful this advice is. Number 4, formal education. Have you ever thought about why so many smart kids end up working for dumb ones? It is strange that so many middle class people are so focused on getting more education. Maybe they have bought into the idea that the more education you have, the more money you will make. If getting good grades was the key to being rich, then all high-grade students would be worth millions. Most wealthy people know that being able to remember things has little to do with your career success. Some people, though, say that learning more specific skills like how to invest or how to make connections with powerful people is more important for making money. Street smarts are more important than book smarts in the real world, even though school is mostly about getting you ready for a 9-to-5 job. Books and traveling can help you see how many different things there are in life. If you didn't believe me, just look at some of the richest people in the world. They don't get a good education. Most of them didn't finish college because they wanted to follow their dreams. Steve Jobs, who helped started Apple, and Michael Dell, who is the CEO of Dell Technologies, are two great examples. With the value of college degree going down and the cost of student loans being so high, might be better to take a professional development course online instead. Bill Gates has said that one reason of his success is that he reads 50 books a year. Don't be afraid to learn on your own and try new things. Number 5. Getting rich is not a personal decision, but a matter of faith. The average person thinks that making money is a matter of luck. Because of this, they can't think and function as well as they could. People in the middle class often credit things like their level of education and the numbers of bedrooms in their home and the quality of their jobs for their financial success. With this kind of attitude, we might never get out of middle class. If you can't break the loop and change the way you think, you won't be able to move up in life and always will be jealous of those who have more. Accepting responsibilities for one's life is the first step toward being financially independent. To get rich quickly, all you have to do is to find a need in the world and fill it. Before you do anything else, you need to be able to make your mind believe in something, because what you think can become real. Having a good attitude is very important. Don't waste your time thinking of ways to save money on groceries and rent. Instead, think of the ideas that could fill this need. Number 6. The more money you have, the worse you will be. People in the middle class always think that money is the cause of all bad things. It isn't always true, and I can't believe this to be true. Money can also bring out the best in people and have far-reaching effect on families. It is a shame that most people automatically think of greed and corruption and tyranny when they think of people with a lot of money. But once you meet some wealthy people, you will quickly see that is not true. People often think that money is the problem, but it's not. People's true selves can only be seen when they have a lot of money. If you are greedy now, getting rich will only make you greedier, and vice versa. So, we need to clean up our thoughts and change the way we look at things. People are usually at their best when they have money. So, if you were already a good person, that's what people will see. You should invest wisely and learn the difference between being simple and being poor. Number 7. Saving money instead of investing. The middle class has many different ways to save money, and people in the lower and middle classes are less likely to take risk than the people in the upper class. A lot of people think wrongly that they will be financially secure once they have saved up a lot of money. But the best way to get ahead financially is to invest, not save. Some people like money because it is used by almost everyone, and it's an easy way to trade goods and services. Because of this, it shouldn't be put away, but rather built on. The middle class has an unconscious belief that there are not enough resources to go around. And because of that, many people avoid making purchases and instead try to save as much as possible. For the sake of future generation, this group of people has made saving money in a piggy bank or a bank account the norm. People in the middle class trust banks so much that they are more likely to leave their money in the account than to invest in the high risk but potentially profitable ventures. It is unlikely that you will be financially successful if you follow this trend. And that's because the tax is taken out of most financial transactions. This is the case. It is normal for banks to invest the money that customers deposit after they have saved it. Where do banks get the money to lend out if they don't have their own money? They will definitely use the money you've saved to help business people who have great ideas but not enough money to carry them out. This makes it more likely that the rich will stay rich and the poor will stay poor. Well, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope you've enjoyed and found value while watching it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you in the next one.